beings communicate through channels, like the energy being channeled through the crystals in your television sets right now. Entities from another time, or from our future, unknown to us. But can we communicate with beings from the past that we do know about? Film crews flew from the Detroit-Windsor area into the part of the world noted for its psychics. Brazil. Gasparetto has had famous artists from the past channeled through him since the age of 13. Keep your attention on Luis. His eyes remain shut during the entire paintings. Using his opposite hand, Gasparetto begins another artist among the 44 that come through him. Recognize the familiar long neck and tubular face? Here's the signature. Modigliani. Amadeo Modigliani, born July 12, 1884, and died in 1920 at the age of 36. Two faces at once, a different artist in each hand. We asked Luis Antonio Gasparetto how all this began.
When I was 13 years old, they had a meeting home. We used to get together and pray together. And my father used to teach us spiritualism, metaphysics, reincarnation, and many things. In one of these meetings, I felt myself totally involved by a strange force. and I got paralyzed. And because of this, my mother felt that I was going in a sort of trance. So she decided to go with me in a psychic meeting, so the psychic couldn't see me and see what's going on with me. And I thought that I'd be right because I had a strong pain in my arms. And during the meeting, for my surprise, instead of writing, I started drawing. That was the first time that the painters approached me.
Gasparetto normally finishes a painting in 5 minutes and usually works in the dark, allowing lights only for this filming.
Music plays inside of me, and it's clear for me that my sensitivity is far from me. It's bigger, so everything that's inside of that field is inside of me. So the spirits approach, and I feel the spirits. I feel their personalities. I can see them. I can hear them. And when they think in what they want to do, my body responds of what they think.
But let's see someone we all feel a closeness to, a style many of us recognize. Notice the spontaneity with which the colors are spread around the canvas. And now the technique, bizarre, almost comic. But look, the broad, energetic strokes, the circular wisps of sky. Does it remind you of someone long ago? An old friend trying to say something? Vincent van Gogh, the first great Dutch master since the 17th century. Between 1888 and 1890, he produced his greatest pictures. Most of them landscapes filled with ecstatic movement. An extraordinary style from an extraordinary personality. Lynn Margulis, New York artist living in the artistic community of Soho in New York City. We asked her how long she has been an artist and what she thought of the Gasparetto tape you have just seen.
I've been painting for 20 years. A normal artist would have to study for many years to be able to make those kind of decisions and to make them over a period of time, like let's say at least a few hours. And that artist would stand back and look at the work and then come forward and work and then go back. And here Luis is doing this and just instantaneously making the decisions. It's just astounding. He feels the energy, the artist's energy come through emotionally. He must. I mean, because he uses so many techniques, and that's not just a mind operation.
It's very difficult to describe sensations that we have no names in our language. But I feel like I'm totally inside of a ball, a field of energy. In this field of energy, my consciousness is different. And so I talk to them normally during the process, and it's wonderful because they tell stories, they tell jokes, they're very funny, they have a lot of fun in doing this.
Luis is a wonderful instrument, and the entities coming through him are quite high in nature. A group of artists that as a soul group have decided to come together and reacquaint mankind with the beauty of their ability. And their major mission is to let everyone know that there is no death, and that the creative force of the universe, the Creator, is the center of every being. Once a person loses a physical body, that creativity can never be destroyed, for it is divine energy.
Left hand, right hand, both hands, upside down, sideways. What else could these artists demonstrate through Gasparetto to get our attention? Watch what happens now. Eyes closed, both feet, even signing it, Manet. You know, there are some things in life that cannot be perceived by the mind, because they're meant to be understood with the heart. This is such a time for you now. As each of us continue to grow in our own way, whatever happens, let's see if we can't keep in touch with each other. I'm Telly Savalas. Good evening.